Okay, so the camera is rolling and the art piece I have is, one of it is up, and I also have the other one up and running, and here we go. So, alright, and I'm gonna go relax and, alright, so here it is. Hello everyone, my name is Takaki Clark and I am a student at Cosumnes River College in Sacramento, California, majoring in photography. For this week's discussion for this class, I actually went with the online gallery instead of an actual museum visit because of the experience I have with the online gallery is that it's really easy to access and it's more flexible in a way, because going to the actual exhibit is actually really cool and all, but the only problem I had with this concept was that sometimes it could be difficult to go location wise, and sometimes people like me who have jobs outside of school could have a difficult time adjusting to it. So I went with the online gallery Musée d'Odyssée, which is a art museum located in France. And their online art gallery has really tremendous amount of stuff, so I would recommend and to check it out too. And for the art piece I actually got drawn to was the very first version of Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh, and this one was actually made in 1888 during still during the post-impressionist movement at the time. And originally the art piece was actually called Starry Night, not Starry excuse me, not A Starry Night, but originally it was called Starry Night over Rhone. And this is how the very first painting actually looks like. Yeah, so this is how originally it was, and it's an oil on canvas painting back in 1888, and it was during the post-impressionist movement, and during that time when most artists that were in the impressionist era was actually shifting towards or shifting from impressionism to post-impressionism. So sometimes the brush strokes and the method of how an art piece was actually made was completely different. And for this particular art piece, what Van Gogh was actually doing, Van Gogh as in Vincent van Gogh, was actually having a message that is sent to his brother or Theo at the time. So what he was actually doing was trying to communicate with him in that particular way. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, several takes and my throat was kind of hurting, and okay, I am better right now. So that's the message that Van Gogh was doing at the time. But then when 1888 hit, he actually had a whole different approach on doing Starry Night, and it's also a still an oil on canvas painting that he actually did. But during that time, he was actually going through a psychological problem, or to be precise, it was a second mental breakdown he had. And this is how the second one looked like. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, and I'm gonna go clean this up and recharge my phone because it was at 59%, and okay, it's recharging. So, excuse me. So during that time when he was actually doing that painting, he was actually going through that problem at the time. So what he was actually conveying as a message for that particular painting is people who have those type of stuff is going through or not people who's going through that stuff actually, any kind of artist can actually have those type of problems and and they still can show those type of message or those kind of way. So some people who are in the modern art era right now and those kind of stuff, there are some artists that actually do go through like some psychological or mental issues or those kind of stuff. Like myself being a photography student, and I've done photography for a while, and I've still suffered from like anxiety and depression and those kind of stuff. But that's my stuff, so that's a little off topic. And if I talk about those kind of stuff, I'll talk about it the whole video and not go through this thing. So like so any kind of like artist will actually have those type of issues, but they still use like an art form or like any kind of art, like in photography or painting or sculpture, to like convey the message that they're going through those kind of issues, or they're having like this as like a problem they're having, and wanted to have people like understand what it's going through. So I hope this video actually help out in the way, and like I hope that this video, like I'm not sure if it's like really long or really short, and like I hope my throat is okay right now and such, and I hope that if you're having like some issues, or like if you want to have any questions to ask, or like any comments you want to do, you're more than welcome to place it in the comments underneath. And I hope you have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day, depending on the time of day you're actually watching this. And I hope you are doing great, and I hope you are having a whatchamacallit, I hope you are having a really warm day too, because I don't know if it's gonna rain like during the rest of the week. So take it easy, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.